Spokes and McMahon.
Yeah.
It should be an absolute cracker. Finals are underway. First quarter for Harvey Norman. Here's Jace.
Walsh gets the first tap down as well. It goes straight to Brodie Marnie, who's ripped off the football without it. Sotheby gets a handball away. There's a free kick. Was that advantage? The umpire says no, coming back. And it might have been a push in the back after Sotheby got the ball forward. Henry Walsh gave away that free kick. And it's going to come back, gives Colac time to work their way back to defence, and Sotheby takes it from the middle of West Oval and goes wide, looking for Walsh's opposite number, Wilkinson. Got one high in the contest from Monahan, and Wilkinson for Newtown will take the free kick at for Colac, and rolls and wheels and goes with the right foot back to Wentz. Okay, McGuan goes up, puts the hands in the back. The umpire said yes, he did.
Go to the Towners. We'll go to Charlie Byrne, who's had an outstanding season, kicked 3 goals when these two teams met a couple of weeks ago. The left footer, just back of the wing, he sends it towards forward of the wing. Bogue, the marking target. He'll get a free kick, I reckon, for being taken high. And add another free kick there for our friends at Kerrs Hire on the stat sheet. Kirsch.
Yeah, 4-1 Newtown's way.
So in the hands of, and a 50-metre penalty now. Lockie Simpkin, the man on the mark, seems to be the, or is there a bit gone on down the ground? It might be that it actually is going to come either to Bond. It's actually going to come to Lockie Bond. So Ben McCarthy, I think, might have found himself in a tangle with Lockie Bond potentially. He's the man standing the mark about 15 from goal.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
Left of the corridor.
He spears it towards McMahon. He can't take the mark. Turnover. Simpkin, Joffe dropped it. Umpire Richies was right there. And the free kick's going to come back to Matt McMahon. So just on defensive 50, a skipper for Newtown, and 50.
Intensity down there that you're feeling closer to the game?
Yeah, they're certainly not holding back. They're going in really hard. There's been plenty of rotations early on too, which is interesting.
Boundary throw in, Jane Birch boundary side with Cam Wilkinson winning a big fist for Newtown forward, but it'll only roll to Liam McCarthy, who picks it up, slung in a big tackle. Now that's a holding the ball decision, and the free kick going to Mick Condi. So we need to start this probably left goal post and work it across. Harris comes out on the arc, sends it on its way, gets a good piece of it. He fades it. Has he faded it over the line? I reckon he has. Wonderful kick. Ned Harris with the goal. The right half forward untouched. Can he find a marking target inside forward 50? Long he goes to the goal square, and Panuccio is going to win himself a free kick. So the umpire has seen something in the marking contest. Umpire Brown, that is, controlling in the goal square at the northern end. And Tom Panuccio is going to have the opportunity to give his team a very handy 17-point buffer halfway through this opening quarter of the GFNL qualifying final. Wow. Tom Panuccio, the Euroa product, and a 50-metre penalty as well for a bit of dissent. And what was a formality is an absolute certainty now. And the old-fashioned, why don't you kick it for him?
From the crowd.
Love it. And Panuccio with the goal. So Tommy Panuccio, who...
Good job here for Colac backs to respond.
Zybell in the ruck giving Walsh a chop out at the moment, and so they'll get a free kick.
It's very busy. They're getting a bit rowdy.
Ball to come back into play. Boundary umpire Lamal hurls it back. Tapped down by Zybell. There's going to be a free kick for a hold in the ruck contest. What is that free kick count for?
8-3 plus 250.
Goes back to Kermond, who marks almost at the top of his defensive goal square for Newtown. He's called to play. He wanted to come the corridor. Now has to go wide towards the scoreboard for Harvey Norman. That shows a 17-point Newtown lead. And not another 50. So Kane Learson this time is the offending player. And that just eases some pressure there. And Zach Walter will be marched all the way.
So Wilkinson will come from the same side now as Zybell to do the ruck work. Chaston throws the ball in the air. Zybell gets it down. Spokes left without it from the contest. Zybell got one high from
Camban then, and he just faded to the left.
Boyd with those very iridescent boots goes wide for Newtown, looking for Sheen. Couldn't mark off the hands of the pack. Charlie Harris was ripped to ground, and it's going to be a free kick for a sling tackle against Fraser O'Gorman. And Charlie Harris, quarter of the Bellarine prelim final, winner to play Torquay next week's grand final from the boundary throwing. Walsh won the tap down again. Marnie went to ground, maybe with a shove from Sotheby. Umpire said play on. And there's going to be a free kick. Ned Harris was taken by Darcy Lang without the footy, and the ball come back. There's a bit of a push and shove. Wilkinson and Marnie getting to know each other, and
Hurried out of it. Waddell just pops the ball up towards McCarthy and Bond. Doesn't sit for either of them. Through the middle, Charlie Byrne. He gets wrapped up in the pocket by O'Gorman. Wants a free kick for holding the ball. The umpire says, I'll give you one. And O'Gorman will take the free kick for Colac. In the last line of defence at the northern end of the ground.
Made one hell of a statement already to St Mary's.
Walsh climbed high in the ruck, won the tap down, but Sotheby, as he's done all day, robes it. He's taken in a tackle by Marnie, and it's a push or a sling, and free kick is going to be paid to by Waddell. Rolling ball, Sotheby attacks it. Charlie Harris was involved. Kick and Panuccio partially smothered inside 50. Condi looking to keep it alive, dumped in a good Leeson tackle. In fact, the umpire said it's a push in the back.
That's not.
And Mick Condi, this will suit the left footer. He'll be able to come out on the J curve if he so desires. Mick Condi, the veteran small forward.
Falls towards Scott on the side of the pack for Colac. He gets the handball away. Panuccio gets a
sling.
Yeah, well, I was not going to say he got slung as he got the kick away, and which was out of bounds.
Too much
of a sling, and Panuccio's going to take the free kick for Newtown in between the back pocket and also half back, and he's going to get Finney as well. So they didn't give the ball back appropriately there, Colac. So
had one for a while.
Panuccio is going to come. How many is that for